Warning, bitches, BEER420 contains uncensored adult comedy that may or certainly will offend those who do not think of the same wavelength as us. Side effects may include cottonmouth, dizziness, queasy tummy, ass kickery, loss of job, loss of life and limb, childborn with the head of a bull, panic attacks, PTSD, gallstones, colon cancer, anal leakage, vaginal discharge in women, obvious mental issues, and has been out 11 states. We'll let you figure out which ones because that isn't our job. BEER420.
It's the BEER420 show. Crack a brew and roll your dough. Not your normal radio.
We nothing more than freaks, bringing up the underground and pissing in the mainstream.
Punk ass down, it's time for the show, so get your blunts and ready to go. Lose the inhibition, listen and let your mind blow. Every thought brought here is a chance to grow. Tired of politicians telling you what you can't hear? What we offer is the truth uploaded straight to the ear. So you can catch us on the interweb with all of the nerds yelling fuck the industry and throwing double the birds. Ha! Listen, we on a mission, dissing a 99, pissing off the piggies that treat us like we was Columbine. Cause the police state is a state of decay. We gon' keep broadcasting until they haul us away. So kick back, relax, and enjoy this here. Probably share a couple laughs and maybe even a tear. We the suicide saints screaming share the wealth. What's it called? Ban a cat, about to give them some help. Cause it's the BEER420.
We crush the industry.
Crack a brew and roll.
We're puffing on the tree.
Not your normal radio.
We nothing more than freaks, bringing up the underground and pissing in the mainstream.
It's the BEER420.
We crush the industry.
Crack a brew and
We're
roll
puffing
your
on the tree.
dough. Not your normal radio.
We nothing more than freaks, bringing up the underground and pissing in the mainstream. Bam my yams, slam grams through bongs and Trans Am. I ain't got it, but I'll jack your mom's. A blood splat in my palm, and I'm jacking off. Laughing while I slap the paps top and drink the froth. Make me gag like today's rap. Lil Wayne and Kanye should take a grave nap. Saints take the game back, old school like 8 tracks. We young like 9, but enraged like cage rats. Despite that, we just screaming we needs monies, bitch. We tell you this and laugh about it, hoping that you get the hint. Taking chronic hits and lit up like a summer day. Rolling another spliff and drinking all the pain away. You tuned in right now, just sit the fuck down. Crack a beer, roll the dro, turn it up loud. Let's go, 420 on the clock, blunts roll pack, plenty stay blaze, never stop, yeah.
It's the BEER420.
We crush the industry.
Crack a brew and
We're
roll.
puffing on the tree.
Not your normal radio.
We nothing more than freaks, bringing up the underground and pissing in the mainstream.
It's the BEER420.
We crush the industry.
Crack a brew and
We're
roll
puffing
your
on the
dough.
tree.
Not your normal radio.
We nothing more than freaks, bringing up the underground and pissing in the mainstream.
Well, you're listening to another fine program brought to you by Backhand Studios. Get something to drink, something to smoke, grab a friend, sit down, and don't do a goddamn thing other than plug that thing into your sound device and put it on full blast. Join the chat and the conversation. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff. I sure am telling me what for. You're listening to BEER420.
Alright, and welcome guys to BEER420. I am here with AfterDark. Welcome guys.
How's it going?
Whew. Hot out here in the portal this evening. Thankfully it's cooling off a little bit. What do you think of my redneck air conditioner? It's not that bad. It dropped at a degree or so.
It's very nice.
Yeah. You just take a couple ice buckets, folks, fill them about a third of the way, dump them in your ice cooler, your deep freezer, let them freeze, pull them out and rotate them as they thaw. Just put your fan on top of it. And there you go. If we close the door, it would drop like 10 degrees in here.
That's a really good idea.
But I think it's starting to cool off, actually. It's going to cool off. Or it's supposed to.
6 o'clock, I better start fighting.
Oh, it better. It better. So thank you guys for coming, and I need to shut up and listen. So, how you been doing?
Doing pretty good.
It's been a minute since we did the... And then I agreed that I confessed to taking the blame of the bad recording that we did. And, you know, we were getting negative feed, like the negative feed. It was negating the sound. I didn't turn the mic output off on the recording tool on the internet. So it was picking up 2 channels basically and negating the sound. So I kind of screwed that up, and I'm sad for that. I did try to fix it, but it was pretty damaged goods.
I liked it though.
It was literally sound missing, you know. It was like,
Yeah.
there's sound missing. How is this even? But then I learned about negative sound. Like if you get a paired sound coming back on itself through a recording, it will act like it's not there.
Yeah.
It doesn't get picked up on the mic. It just kind of
Squatchy.
disappears. And that's how you get that pot can noise. But yeah, I feel bad about that. When we did the Jera Engel bit on here, it was amazing. I was like, but see, I remember I learned about that for the tool and then forgot about it when we went to do your show.
Just kidding.
Adult ADHD. It is a serious problem. So, anyway. So, you guys have been kind of on a small hiatus and getting focused and so forth. You've got show coming up.
Yeah, August 19th. August 19th.
August 19th.
And next Saturday.
Trying to get rid of the fan here. Maybe. A little bit. There we go. No, we don't want to do that.
Next Saturday we're playing for the first time in a while because we haven't really played in a little while. We've had some changes in the band and then we all went on vacation, so we've been kind of apart from Bryson and stuff. But next Saturday we're playing at in Branson at Rockaway Beach at a bar down there.
White River Sports Bar and
White
Grill.
White River Sports Bar and Grill.
White River. White River Sports Bar and Grill. Where is that at?
Rockaway Beach.
Yeah,
Rockaway Beach?
Yeah, like 10 minutes from Branson.
Okay, I'm putting that in the chat so that people that see the episode later will see it. What's the date and time?
What time does it start?
It's going to be at 8.
Starts at 8.
Starts at 8 p.m. And, yeah, what was the date? I'm sorry.
It's next Saturday.
August 13th.
August 13th.
13th.
It'll be our first time playing there. It'll be fun.
Very cool. It sounds like a nice location, too, man.
Yeah.
It sounds like it'll be kind of, you know, a cool little
Yeah, and I
gig
guess
spot.
they're doing a Battle of the Bands on September 2nd. We're going to enter in that.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah. So we're going to
What the flock?
Yeah.
Where's that going to be at?
That's at the Rockaway Beach.
That's at the Rockaway
Yes.
Beach, too. So there'll be a Battle of the Bands at Rockaway
It's
Beach.
supposed to be a bunch of bands, and grand prize gets $2,000 and a trophy, some recording time. So
Damn.
hopefully,
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Right on, cats. Go after that shit.
Yeah, we're excited for it.
So, you've got those shows coming up. What else have you guys been working on? You've been working on any new...
Our biggest thing right now is we've come up with a lot of new songs, you know, between the three of us, and we've really been trying to install them and making our set list bigger. So maybe probably not this next show, but the one after that, it's going to be a little bit bigger than usual. We'll have some new songs, and we got quite a bit of them, so we'll be able to add them as the shows go on.
Dude, memorizing songs and all the... that's rough stuff, man. Yeah, so that's a lot of work. So that's good, man. So, like, 2 shows out, there'll be some new material.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I think we'll be debuting 2 new songs on August 19th when we play at the Neon Night, and that's at the Outland Bar.
Neon Night at the Outland Bar. They're having... What's going on there?
It's gonna be like black lights and.
Oh, no
lights.
shit.
Yeah,
It's my
gonna be
birthday.
Wow, that's cool,
Yeah.
man.
awesome.
So it's gonna be like a light show kind of thing, and
Uh,
oh, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy.
like just glow in the dark sticks and
Right.
black lights.
Oh, black light shit.
I wish I had lasers.
But still, man, you get rare opportunities to wear your black light clothing.
Oh yeah.
I got some. I don't have it on now. I've got my Charlie Brown Good Grief.
We're planning to make the vibes just right.
But-
It's gonna be fun.
But yesterday I was wearing my glow-in-the-dark shirt, which was like a crypt and graveyard thing that is made to look like a skull. Yeah, and we started a big conversation about that, and I was like, man, there are no frickin' places to really wear a shirt
Yeah,
like
there
this
is.
anymore. That's funny. I just said that like yesterday or the day before on our way to the river.
You gotta
I
show
was
up
wearing
there.
that thing, and I was like, what the hell? Somebody brought it up, and we started talking about the glow-in-the-dark shirts, and I'm like, yeah, man, back in the day, you'd go into a club, and they would always have at least one black light somewhere.
Yeah, we're excited.
And
for
make
that.
your shirt all frickin' go off and shit.
Yeah.
But you don't hardly see that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I think just that one little touch, dude, and those lamps are like $20, and you can nail mount them to the wall, so they can't really be fucked with.
Yeah.
So I don't see why more like clubs don't, implement them in their venue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you get people to trip off of or whatever visually. I mean, people dig that shit.
It's gonna be some awesome vibes.
So that's cool. That's going to be at the Outland Bar on what night?
On August 19th.
August 19th. I'll have to try to scrape my peanuts so that I can go to
Also, our bass player is from Jefferson
And I
City.
can say this. Outland Bar, where you can still get a beer and a shot for $5. What do they call it there? I forget. They've got a slang for it, and I always forget it. And he tells me every time. But I don't think the bartender really hates me. He just understands I'm a confused individual, I think. But every time he tells me and I forget, that's how bad my memory is, dude. Like, but they've got a slang for it. It's a PBR and a shot is what it is, and it's for $5. So you get the PBR tall boy thing, and you get a shot of house, or not, the house whiskey, whatever it is.
Badass deal.
Well, it's not house, it's the bottom shelf shit.
Yeah.
Whatever their throwaway bottles are for the night,
Still $5 though.
Yeah, it's still $5, dude. And dude, I'll tell you, man, I have 3 of those fuckers, $15. I'm ready to fucking. So I've got to space that shit out. Like, I will freaking sip on my tall boy and just wait it out, dude. Because I mean, seriously, I would rather drop the $5 and get another shot in tall boy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of filling myself up with more beer in between. So I just milk my tall boy until I can handle that next shot. And then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be totally wasted. And I've spanned this out to the night of the music and shit. I'm like spanning out my tall boys to the,
What's going on?
yeah. Dude, I've gotten accidentally 1 or 2 over, and that just caused me to black out because, and I'm always in company of someone DDing me or whatever, but I've been in some, I always have a babysitter, dude, because
Yeah.
I'll black out sometimes,
Yeah.
and
It's
somebody
always safe
babysits
to
me.
babysit.
But that's like a neurological thing. I don't think it's really the booze. I think it's just my body reacting to the booze.
Yeah.
Like, since I've gotten older, I can't drink like I used to. Like, I used to just be able to drink vodka right out of the bottle. Like, it was nothing. I was like, yeah, we're partying, bitches! Wow! Fucking drinking that shit out of the bottle. Drink it, pussy! Drink it! Drink it, pussy! It's just like fucking water with a kick, man. Take it.
Are you standing in the bathroom when
Vodka
you're
really wasn't bad, once you got used to drinking it straight, man, it was kind of like just water with a kick, like drinking a strong tonic. If you ever drink like gin and tonic, it was like drinking that, but flat, You're like, man, this is like a flat tonic. You get older and compare and go, my, that vodka is rather like a flat tonic. How peculiar. 2 different alcohols. Gin, though, man. Holy shit. Since I turned 35, like, 3 shots of gin. I learned this the hard way. I had a friend that lived out of town. And I know I need to shut up and listen and then engage, but we need filler perchance in this situation. You guys aren't playing music, we're just chilling and chatting. So,
Yes.
But yeah, now I lost where I was at. Whatever.
We were talking about
Gin.
gin.
I invited a friend from out of town, and I'm like, dude, I will show you Portland, Maine. I'll show you the boardwalk. This is the first night it ever happened to me, dude. And I ruined this friendship over this evening, too, dude.
God.
Like, it was bad. So, first off, I went painted up as Nabs, which I could get away with on the peninsula. I went to the store in the Italian market. I was always Nabs. The local bars, they all knew me as Nabs with my face paint on. They let me in the bars. Nabs was like a community personality. I could go to the bars as Nabs. It was awesome. It was like the freest I've ever lived as a clown. And so anyway, I invite this guy and I go out as Nabs, which probably was a mistake to begin with because that just invites a lot of shit. So I'm taking him for a night on the town and show him the town, and I tell him, I'm like, dude, I recently discovered like gin. I'm tending to lose control on gin, so I shouldn't drink gin. And it turned into a gin war. So I was sneaking gin when he wasn't around. Like, he would go to the bathroom, and I would quick order a gin and pound it. And I did this like 3 times because my other Nabs personality kicked in and was like, this son of a bitch ain't gonna control me wanting to order gin. And I'm like, give me a gin! As soon as he turned around, I'm pounding the shit. We go down into the square and this car almost hits us, and I fucking go off and I'm threatening this guy, and the woman looks like she's in a horror movie in the passenger seat. Dude, I am going off, bro. Then I go off on this huge crowd that were talking shit, and I'm like, I will fucking eat every one of your brains. And they're all just like, you're a bunch of fucking pussies. I was out of control, dude. I blacked out and this shit was going on. And this dude had never been to that town before. It was there was mobs of people in the street that I was trying to start conflicts with like an idiot. It was crazy, bro. At one point, there was literally half a block of people that I was antagonizing that were party popping together, I don't even know what was going on.
You were kidding. You couldn't handle your gin, man.
Fucking gin. Gin, it's a hell of a drug, but it's never made me dress in women's clothing, Rick James.
Yeah.
You hearing me, Rick James?
It's to you, man.
Gin is a hell of a blackout drug, but it's never made me dress like a woman, bro. Now, I have dressed in a dress before to go down the street to whoop a guy's ass so that I could say that I whooped his ass in a dress. I've done that. I have done that.
Did you whip his ass?
Yeah, I was gonna, but he paid me the money he owed me.
Oh.
I had a spatula, bro. One of those big meat spatulas. I was gonna beat him to death with it. And I had someone recording the shit if it went down, so...
You walked over this guy's house in a dress with a spatula and asked him for his money.
Because he was talking shit on my woman and holding her money.
Oh my god.
After she helped him out and shit.
I don't know
So
how...
I went and fucking...
I don't know how I would handle that either.
You'd be like, oh shit, Nabs is coming up here in a dress, he said.
Did you have your...
And he's gonna beat my ass and record that I got my ass beat by a man in a dress. Yeah, dude, that was the whole point. I was gonna go up there and record beating his ass in a dress.
I'm gonna be YouTube famous.
I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, it's too bad it didn't happen.
Didn't happen. And I lost a spatula.
Oh, no. How are you gonna make your burgers, man?
Which could have been dude, I could have autographed that fucker. I mean... There is someone out there with that video footage. I don't have that video footage. I'm trying to remember who it was, and I know you still got that footage. I think it was Snatch. You need to send that shit to me, dude. PCSpider@gmail. Spider with a Y. Just take out the I, put in a Y. You're good.
You should send it into Tosh.0.
But dude, that right. When revenge becomes bitter, like man beats man in dress. I wasn't wearing a skirt. It couldn't have been mistaken as a kilt, dude. It was a full-blown dress. I was wearing a dress.
I'm on my way to a wedding, bitch.
It was fucked up. It was like some pink mini or some shit. Or no, a pink knee-high. Some fucking weird, but in like a 70s cut, like a 70s cut style.
Did you have your clown paint on too?
I don't remember.
That'd have been even more freaking crazy.
I don't remember. But I was gonna beat him up and put it on my YouTube channel. He gave me my money.
Let's get assault charges evidence.
Don't care. I ain't scared of jail or prison, dude. You know, that's fear. Can't be afraid. You know, when somebody's thugging you, you gotta thug back, because the cops aren't gonna go over there and tell him to give him money back on fucking squatting in your house with no rent for fucking 6 months. That happened to be one recent thing in particular. He already owed us tons of money on top of that. He got all that off scot-free.
Just building on the feelings.
Yeah, it just kept building up, dude. He kept taking and taking and taking and not giving back. He was using my woman's car and all kinds of shit. I'm like, dude, he's just fucking using us at this point.
Yeah. Gotta break out the dress at that point.
Grab the spatula.
I wanted to make a point, dude. I was gonna beat his. He wanted to say fucking words. I'll show him fucking words, dude. Show you who the real bitch is. You getting your ass beat by a man in a dress. That's being a bitch. Especially when you're ignorant, you know. When you're ignorant. But I mean, if you think about it, dude, if someone's ignorant, the best way, if the only way to deal with them is ignorance, is to deal with it ignorantly. Well, making a mockery of it's the best way to go about it. I wouldn't have beat him to death. I would have taught him a lesson, you know. But he paid me. It was all a matter of the thing, dude. He was basically saying, "Bitch, get paid." Like, bitch, get paid. Okay, I'll show you, bitch, get paid. But it had to do with nothing interpersonal. It had to do with him basically renting the house, and it was about property and land, and you know what I mean, and having a car that was ours and in our name, and you know, I mean, there was just so many compounded things that he was taking advantage of, because she was trying to help a friend lift himself up, and he was just using it to get more fucked up.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Sadly.
It is sad, dude. And then it gives the people that do help people out a fucking bad taste in their mouth, and they don't want to help other people that may deserve it, you know? So the way I look at it is, if someone's down and they're trying to get up on their own, those are the people I help out.
Yeah.
Not the ones that are just laying there crying about it. I mean, it's as good of an indicator as ever, you know?
Yeah.
Help the ones that are just pushing on even without help. And that was Nab's Philosophy Hour. Now shut up and listen, then engage. I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I didn't really cue anything. I do have that RAM recording, which still wasn't perfect. But you know what? They can listen to us talk. So, what kind of angle are you going with this new material that's coming out without giving any spoilers? I mean, content material, like how are you guys...
Well, a lot of our aspect is just kind of improving the live show experience. Like, we don't want to just go out there and just play a bunch of songs and leave. We like to try to make like a whole emotional ride, you know, like the ups, the downs, in betweens, the whole thing. Make it kind of more of an emotional experience almost.
Trying to start off our shows with our harder stuff, and in the middle we kind of go into our slower stuff.
Try to really, get everybody on almost like a more of like a roller coaster, like a story, more than just like a show.
So they're going on a mind ride of musical flavor.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
like a roller coaster.
But everything we're kind of coming up with just kind of adds to it, adds to the feeling and the show.
So this is like an addition to the ride that's already there, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
We don't like to get stuck doing the same thing too, because we don't want to just do the same set every show, same thing. We want it kind of to be a new experience every time, Keep it interesting.
Which we kind of have lately, but now that we got some new material.
Yeah.
So, are you guys planning on hitting a studio anytime, or figuring out a way to record up what you already...
Yeah, we've been talking about.
We do. We're probably going to come up with a date very soon to record something for not just our vantage point or for a demo, but something that we can really give out to people so they can listen to. It's kind of our next
goal?
Yeah, our next goal we're going for.
We talked about like a real studio,
Yeah. Maybe dropping some money and getting it done right now.
professional recording. We've had demos in the past, but they just haven't really turned out the way we wanted it.
Yeah.
So we just kind of like
We're pretty picky on it.
We kind of want to be able to like mix it ourselves and make it sound how we want it to sound.
Well, I'm hoping everyone out there in Radio Land can hear us properly. We're down to 17 minutes to this episode of BEER420. And, yeah, guys, I was... Man. I thought Hot Lips here was sharing it around. Apparently she didn't, and no, I didn't. Now I did. I shared it around, but 17 minutes in or some shit. But whatever. 20 minutes in. The point is to find you online. Where do they find you? Facebook, AfterDark.
Yeah,
That's really all we got right now.
Facebook, AfterDark.
And go find them over there, follow what they're doing, and like them and share them, and keep in touch with that page, follow it. And then when they start releasing stuff, I'm sure you'll see it pop up in there. So, yeah, check that out. And also what I'll do is I'll have a little spread for you guys in the new Captcha zine that's coming out next week, which is a digital zine by Backhand Studios that you can click through, and there's like audio, and you know the shit plays when you click it, and the bucket's thawing out, look, and you can play video and all that shit right there, and go right to live links and shit like that. So
Sounds pretty sweet.
and it flips like a real book. It's pretty cool. It's interactive, and so we'll have fun with that. If we get enough readers, we'll eventually have it available for print. Like you'd be able to subscribe and get a printed copy, and then those ones would be special copies. They would have like QR codes. So like for a video or a track or whatever, you zap it with your smartphone, and it will play that track. It will play that video on your phone.
Sounds awesome.
So that would be the printed copies, are going to be QR coded, and then the online ones are just there. It's interactive right there. Instead, in the printed copy, there would be a QR code where the video is.
It's pretty awesome.
QR code in the middle of a bigger picture or some shit. You get like more art. If you order the printed version, you get more art with a QR code with it. Instead of just a video player, that whole box would be like a image that's not in the online version. With a little QR code in the bottom corner that you can zap So there's a picture of the artist or the art or the craft or whatever it is, and then you can watch a video, listen to a track. So our first one releases next week, and it's almost completed. So
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. It sounds pretty awesome.
good to roll. So
What was that again?
it's called CAPTCHA. You know, like the little "Are you a robot?"
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
fucking key code you have to punch in.
Yeah.
It's called CAPTCHA Zine. Yeah, and like the logo label is a CAPTCHA with CAPTCHA in it. You know, like, "Are you human?" Write it in here. You know, so it's a play on
Yeah.
the security age. It's a joke on the security
Right.
age, man. Are you a robot? Zine.
Definitely need to start getting some videos of all our live shows.
Yeah. That would be good. Yeah, it's kind of a goal of ours.
Yeah, I can embed videos and music players.
That'd be a cool thing to
Yeah.
check out.
Yeah.
If you guys had a reverb, like anyone with a reverb, again, go find CAPTCHA Zine.
You do have a reverb.
CAPTCHA, and you got a reverb with tracks on it.
I don't think there's any tracks on
We
it.
got one.
He's like, there ain't any tracks on it
Yeah,
yet.
we got
Oh, we
Rise.
But I can link that stuff there too. So yeah, or your Bandcamp or your SoundCloud or whatever. I'm talking to Blake right now, and he does mixes and stuff. I'm gonna put him in CAPTCHA. Artists that aren't being featured can pay $1 for the month to be in the issue if they haven't been covered or been on the show and aren't brought up, and they're like, "Why haven't I been brought up?" I'd bring you up, you know. But I'm saying anybody can reserve like a spot in the zine for $1. It's pretty cheap. And then like businesses and shit's like $20 for the month. So as it gets bigger, it'll pay for itself for the time I put into it.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets what they want. The artists get promoted free. The people that want the zine can get it online for free. When it goes to print, like the download option will disappear. I'll turn that off. Right now, it's going to be so that when you have the magazine, you can like download a print copy of the
Yeah.
zine if you want it.
You were kidding, man. It's freaking hot in here.
It is. It
So
is
you
hot
did
here.
it, man.
Oh, yeah. The fan's pointed more toward me. It wouldn't be a bad fan.
It's like,
So that's what
Isn't that a change in a little bit?
Yeah, a
yes.
lot.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, if anybody wants anything to do tomorrow, our friends, the Midwest Mutts, are playing downtown at the Outland 2.
Midwest Mods. What?
They're a band I went to high school with. They're really good friends with
Crazy.
us, so,
Cool,
yeah.
cool. Where are they playing at?
At the Outland Ballroom.
At the Outland Ballroom.
It's in the ballroom, I think.
So yeah,
Football.
Ballroom?
Yeah.
bar, Outland Bar. Downstairs, guys.
One of those two.
$5
I don't know how much.
PBR and a shot at the Outland Bar. I'm just saying, man, I am a fan of the PB Army. PB Army. Shot and a beer.
Yeah, they're a really good band.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Why did they leave us? They left us. Was I being too loud? I was running on. I wasn't shutting up and listening. I was trying to fill the dead air because, you know, we have a lot of air. And 10 minutes left. So I was just trying to be conversational.
Yeah.
Kind of shut up. So what do you guys do other than music? Do you have secondary hobbies? Like video games or dirt biking or fucking hiking, climbing cliffs, jumping off
Yeah, I
mountains in
just
squirrel
really like to
suits?
exercise a lot. I'm a big runner.
Oh yeah, you were saying you run.
Yeah, I'm a big runner.
You said you just came back from South Cal and like
It was Northern California.
Northern Cal, so the temperature is moderate there.
Yeah,
And you were like, damn, I'm gonna run right now. And you just kept running.
yeah, it was awesome.
And then I talked about Portland Island and how you can go around the whole bay and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go there sometime. That place sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
dude, it's amazing. The only problem is they kind of started gentrifying it into like residents from Boston. So like they're pumping in these residents from Boston because it's sitting right on the railway. So it's a quick trip from Portland, Maine via Amtrak to Boston to go to work.
Yeah.
So you're making like $25-$30 an hour in Boston because of the economy. And you come back here and you're paying $1,200 for a flat in Maine.
A lot of people are catching on that idea.
Yeah. So it's turning into, it's turning into like a mini Boston.
Yeah. It's not as cool. I've never been to Boston.
Well, Boston's pretty cool.
I've been to Boston.
It can be scary.
Yeah.
Like parts of Boston is really fucking scary, bro. Like the first time I went to Boston, well, not when I was a kid. I went on field trips with high school and all that shit to the Boston Museum of Science.
Yeah.
That's a whole different experience. You're on like these sanitized highways and you go from a sanitized parking lot into a sanitized building. No, I went there to visit a friend I met online on the way back home. You know, when you're young and you're just traveling, you're like, oh, well, I'm coming through there in like 2 weeks. Want to hook up and just chill? We've never met in real life before. Yeah, sure. So I ended up having to stay a night in this hotel in the northeast side, which is all Spanish at the time. And we're talking like deep Spanish. Like most of them don't even, they refuse to speak English. And like some of them are pretty violent because there's little like teen group territory wars and fucking pecking shit going on the streets and the subways and shit. So I go there, I get dropped off at a cab at a hotel, right? And I go into my room, the biggest mistake I ever made, dude. I went in and I turned on the TV and started flipping through the news, dude. It was like watching Grand Theft Auto 5 on fucking
shit.
hardcore, dude. I was
You're
like,
probably freaking out at that
I'm going, oh my fucking god, dude. It's like, they don't mask anything, bro. There's like decapitated people, shot up bodies, fucking cars fucking being chased in hot pursuit on the highway that are burning and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's the purge.
Like, this is fucking crazy. This shit is going on just like a couple miles outside of this fucking hotel, bro. Like, between me and where they are is like a few miles. It's like 3 or 4 miles, and I'm seeing this shit on TV going, god damn, there's like cars burning like it's the Terminator or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching, bro?
You're like looking out your window every 10 seconds.
Oh my god, man. And my friend's all like, you gonna meet me downtown? And I'm like, oh my god, dude, I'm
Out of this.
I'm gonna call it a night.
like, how do I get the fuck? This is the next day. I refused to go out of my hotel room, dude. I went down to the lounge, and that was it. And matter of fact, while I was in the lounge, the fucking person in the lounge is, like, saying to me, you weren't thinking about going outside, were you? And I'm like, no, man. No, I really wasn't. I made the mistake of turning on the news, and the bartender just started laughing at me. He's like, yeah, there's some crazy shit going on out there. This is back in the fucking, like, 2000. No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't that long ago. It was fucking crazy, bro. It was like 2000, I think. Yeah, right after 2000, I left where I was and went back east. Dude, that was fucking nightmarish, man. So we got 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 5:57.
I've always liked Boston's accent. We'll say that.
Yeah, dude, their accent is amazing, and honestly, if you meet the good Bostonites, it's amazing. You know, they're good people. You know,
Yeah.
but like the dicks are really dicks. Nothing against the Yankees fans, but I've never met a Yankees fan with any kind of couth or any kind of moral structure. They're just beasts, dude. And never say anything about the Yankees if you don't know nothing about the Yankees. I mean, they're violent on the East Coast. That would be my advice to anyone going to the East Coast. Admire the Yankees, but don't pretend you know much about them, but you admire them and wish you knew more. I'm just saying.
Wish you.
Because, dude, I had people just blatantly trying to attack me in bars over an offhanded statement before, and I'm just like, whoa, buddy. Like, hold on, man. Last I knew, I was in America. I have the right to think what I want. But yeah, dude, they can be hostile. Red Sox fans can too. It's crazy, dude. You're like, what are you guys, like a fucking gang?
Yeah,
And out there, it's the FSU. It's the fuck shit up club, and they initiate one another by you blindsiding someone and knocking them out. That's all they do. So you never know as you're walking home from the bar, one of these little son of a bitches ain't sneaking up behind you trying to knock you out. And if you catch him, you end up having to face 3 fucking dumbasses.
That's rough, dude.
It's like facing fucking Clockwork Orange, not Clockwork Orange, yeah, with the droogs and shit, you know? You're like, dude, I just ran into a bunch of droogs. They're about to blindside me. What the fuck? And then you're facing 3 of them instead of 1, you know?
Basically just getting fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And there, if you get beat up, they'll still arrest you.
That's fucked up.
For even being in a fight. I'm like, how can you... What?
You avoid that. Getting
But it was because I fucked 1 or 2 of them up, and the cops probably knew who they were.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, that's how deep-seated the police are with the local fucking hooligans. They're their kids, and their kids' best friends. So they get away with shit.
It's like that movie, did you ever see that movie, The Departed?
Mm.
Yeah, that's kind of... That's what it reminds me of. Like, the cops are kind of in on, like, the
Yeah.
mafia.
Yeah. No, they have the kids fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at that new punk kid in town. And then they talk shit about you to their kids and their kids' friends. And they go and
They
fucking...
gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
And then they come in and arrest the wrong guy.
Yep. They knocked my fucking bottom tooth out and got away with it. And called me a pussy. The cops and paramedics both called me a pussy for having my tooth knocked out.
That's backwards.
When like 4 or 5 of them were on me.
Even the cops are out, or the medics are out.
Yeah, that's when I was like, it's time to leave Portland.
Sorry, man, I'm not staying for drinks tonight.
They didn't like me clowning there anymore. They didn't like the fact that I was wearing clown paint all over town and all the venues and owners and business owners, even the Italian fucking place. They weren't denying me because I was spending all my money there. More money than they were, you know.
Yeah.
I was always eating at the Italian shop. They freaking went, ah, when they saw me. You know, here comes more money. He's gonna get a sandwich, some beers, some goddamn...
Money bag clown, man.
He's gonna order some fucking wicked shit. Probably one of these fucking pickles here on the counter. I love me a good Italian pickle, man. Those fucking things are amazing. Like the whole cucumber ones, they're fucking badass.
Yeah.
If you get good ones. We're down to a minute 46. We're here with After Dark. Everyone else abandoned me. I scared them off because I wouldn't shut up, I guess. My shut up and listen, you know, and engage didn't work because we didn't really play music. We're just chilling. We're just relaxing. Yeah, and shit like that.
We'll play some music next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually wasn't here last time, if you don't remember.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I've seen you at a show before.
Yeah. At the outdoor.
Yeah, our bass player's not here this time.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
As long as someone's getting the word out, right?
Right.
So go check out their shows, down to 1 minute, and thank you guys for tuning in. I didn't see anyone in chat. We're going to give away free tickets, but looks like nobody wants to chat with us, so fuck all you people. That's all I'm saying.
Hi, I'm Hot Lips. You're listening to BEER420, brought to you by Backhand Studios. Find us online at backhandstudios.org. Our shows are sponsored by our friends and fans of indie music worldwide. Turn your ears up.
Blee, that's all, folks. I mean, blee. Backhand Studios, that's all, folks. That's all, folks. I believe that. I said bleep, bleep, bleep. They're giving me another minute. Are you really kidding me? They're giving me another minute.
Wake the fuck up!
You're listening to Beer 420.